Pushnet, new little video. I got my matcha latte, and I first want to talk about, do a shout out, I guess, to Survival Tech Nord. I just passed my ham radio, and he was a great help for that, encouraging me and also answering questions. And I think now he's realizing what he's done. Which box? When you give me a white card to ask you questions, be prepared. They're coming your way. So I decided to give him a 2-week vacation, but I want to take him because really his expertise and everything was really helpful for me buying my kits and stuff, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without him. So thanks, thank you, Survival Tech Nord. So let's talk about my kit. So like I said, I just finished my exam, and now not only I'm known as the Mountain RN, but on the radio wave I'm known as Victor Alpha 7 Delta Delta Victor. So Victor Alpha 7 Delta Delta Victor, and that's a BC and Canada radio communication call sign. So that's my call sign. So what you're seeing here is basically my kit. My communication plan, just like any of my kits, a little bit like what the Urban Prepper is doing as well. I'm kind of doing different layers, and what you're seeing now is in my 1-week survival kit, or bug out bag if you want. So this is gonna stay always in my bag on the ready if I need to leave. And in this whole kit, basically I got everything for communication for 1 week and longer. And in my other kit, so on my 72 hours kits, I'll do a separate video because I'm still waiting and working on a few things. But once I get some of that gear in, I'll do a video on that one. And in my 3 months kit, sorry, this will still be a big part of it, but I may get more resource like 12-volt batteries and solar panels. Also this will have a solar panel at one point, but also, so that's the part of batteries and things like that, because right now this is the kit like this, but most likely at one point I'll go with a HF rig, but I don't know if I'm going to stay mobile with it anyway. So, but for now, this is going to be the kit for 1 week. So let's go ahead with this. So basically, it's an old medical roll-up that I had, and I never knew what to do with this kit. Every time I try to do something with it, it never really works well, but this time it works perfectly, so I'm glad with this. So the first pocket, as you can see right over here, it stands a little bit outside the kit, but basically this is my communication, my digital communication. So here what I got is an extra battery pack where I can use AA battery. So basically it gives the opportunity of using my VX6. So basically the radio first that I got was a Yaesu VX6R, and they have this emergency battery pack and stuff. The problem though with this battery pack, if you want to use batteries that are rechargeable, it doesn't give as much power to it, because two rechargeable batteries are a little bit less than regular batteries, but it gives me a little bit more capacity. And I tried it so far with some communications and stuff, and the advantage of the Yaesu is it has basically it's 2 radios in one. It's a it's a shortwave radio, so that means, you know, the same thing that if you would just buy a shortwave radio to receive like bands and weather stations and stuff, that can all do that, and I can talk on the 2 meters 70 centimeters, and in the States there's another one too that you can talk with, but I think it's only in the States, not in Canada. But I can also do a little bit of the 440, and so yeah. So this is the radio that I can talk. So that means I can use my AM license to talk. The other one I can only receive because I don't have enough. I don't have like the frequency or inside to talk, but I can receive and hear all this. So that means that for a disaster situation, it's perfect for that. It's very small, compact. It's waterproof. The case is all kind of an metal-ish kind of thing, so it's pretty solid, very rugged, and it has a lot of capacity, like I just said. So basically, to gather information, that would be great. So then it's just having the good antenna system. Now with the system right over here, what you see, I got a few things going on here. So basically, with this radio and this, I can use the Mobile Link D system, and basically what it does is that with this cable here, I plug this into my radio, and now with a tablet, which is doesn't see on the pictures, but it's in my bag, I can Bluetooth it, communication through this, and basically receive emails and send emails or text message or image or anything like this through this, just like internet. Basically, you're creating your own internet. And even if my radio doesn't have HF capacity, I can still pass through a repeater to do this. So as long as I'm in the range of a repeater and I'm able to talk to a on the 2-meter band, I'm able to do that. The other cables over here is for kind of a different system. So this one here and here, and this little system here, it's more for using if I have my I'm using my iPad or other computers that just need a USB port. Basically what it does is that the signals that comes out of your radios are like PSKs and things like that, so digital, sounds just like the old internet in the 80s when it was like a digital phone, like that's the kind of sound it comes to. Well, with those setup, basically what I put is the sound of my radio goes through the sound of my radio goes through this little system here, and basically without interference from ambient noise, and now I can read messages and transfer some messages on different things. The problem is that I need to wait for my paper license so I can send to start having an emails and stuff. So I didn't play with it much, but I've been reading a lot on it, watching videos and things like that to get prepared. I got all the software on my, so basically I just need now my paper license to send to get that email address, which it's made with your call sign. It's a little bit like a Hotmail address, but it's on this system. There's different system as well. There's APRS, there's Mobile Link, and there's a few of them. And as I go through my journey and play with them a little bit more, I may do a little bit more videos on how my experience goes, but there's much better explanation video than mine's on the other channels. Over here, that's my repair kit. So basically here what I got is the Fix-It kit for electronic. So it has like a special screwdrivers and all those weird batteries, that something, or weird screws that you can find in electronics. And I got the Cold Zero here to recharge my batteries, and not only that it can charge battery, the advantage of this system as well is that now this can become a battery on itself to charge other stuff. So basically I can leave this system with my solar panel, and then what happens is that once this is charged, I can use the power of those batteries to recharge another tablet or something like that. And I got other batteries here, and I'll show. And I got other tools like a multimeters, and I got wire, and also under here I got a butane soldering iron. On this side here, I got my radio himself, like it says, the Yaesu VX-XR. I got the repeater, the old version though, but the RRL repeater book, so that way I can know all the repeaters that are if I would have to be on the road and stuff like that, what I can use. I got a cable as well for an antenna. My antenna is on its way, but basically what I'm going to be using when I'm more in the house is a Yagi for a Yagi antenna for 2 meters. So I'll be able to talk on the repeater, because anyway, that's mostly the capacity of my radios here. So that's mostly the antenna I'll be using. I got also those little cheapo short little radios, and the reason that I have those is that, first of all, if somebody goes for something and doesn't need the AM radios, then they can still use it. But also, if for example, for the best connection, I have to go right to the top of a mountain or something like that, or a higher point, I can still, and people wants to stay at the bottom of the mountain, well, I can still contact them and give them information or something using the radio. So basically we can still remain connected even if I just have radio. So that's why I thought they fit in the bag. And I have a little book here to write stuff. This is on the other side, so that's the other radio here. You can see the directory a little bit better now from the ARL. And here I got 8 AA's batteries that are fully charged and stuff. So I got 12 AA batteries basically in the whole kit. And then on this side here, it's the other side of the batteries, and this is a small solar panel. I don't know how well it's gonna work, but it's kind of it was by mistake I bought this, and so because I thought it was something else, and I bought it online anyway. But it fits well there, so we'll see how it works once it's set up and everything. And you see my my antenna, it goes over here, so will be mostly my antenna kit. And for antenna, like I said, there's kind of 2 things for those radio. One can transmit on the 2 meters and everything, and then but can receive a lot of signals. So later on I'll be buying a bigger kit, bigger antenna kit, which will give me more of the capacity of the HF. But because I cannot transmit anyway right now, it'll go further along, and as well as I'm starting to look more into buying an HF. But part of that kit will be what they call the contopores. And so basically those are cables that are used part of the system, but also they can be used separately. So what I was thinking, and that is on its way right now, is to use some of those to increase the my radio shortwave capacity. So basically to hear things more like on the 40 meter bands and stuff. So it's on its way, and I'm hopefully we'll be able to play with it pretty soon and get a better idea if it works and how it works. So anyway, this was my my kit. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you have, and again, I'm new to this, so please leave comments and suggestions. And again, thank you for Survival Tech Nord for the help and everything, and I'll talk to you soon.